Korolevui district is located in the heart of the Coral Coast and consists of 4 villages: Votua, Votua Lailai, Tangange and Namanda. With a population of almost 2,500 people living in over 400 households, tourism is the district's mainstay. Korolevui is a success story in community ecosystem-based management, demonstrating the significance of connecting communities with their environments for sustainable livelihoods and resilience. Underscoring the district's success was the project partnerships of local communities with the support of New Zealand Aid, the National Institute for Water and Atmospheric Research, the University of the South Pacific Institute of Applied Science, Fiji Locally Managed Marine Areas, Eco-ENG Limited, Rotary Pacific Water for Life Foundation, Habitat for Humanity, Reef Explorer Fiji Limited, and the GEF Pacific Ridge to Reef Program. Key community ecosystem-based management projects focused on the development of marine protected areas, or MPAs, water supply and wastewater treatment, and solid waste management. In October 2016, the Global Environment Facility Expanded Constituency Workshop for the Pacific organized a field trip to Votua village for participants across the region to learn about the linkages between land and coast and the importance of community engagement for sustainable development outcomes.
This initiative for community-based management resources, it started in 2002. Where the Vanua and Dabutukia, or the district, had their request in 2002, and this is where the partners came and have a discussion with the community and came out with identify issues, and also came out with the root causes. And also from that workshop, we came out to establish a action plan or a management plan for the district.
As a result, marine protected areas or MPAs were established, banning destructive and unsustainable practices.
That the one colored red are the permanent area no-take zones, or the MPA. And the one in yellow are the temporary one. This can only be open when there is a function. Obligations for the Vanua and for the church.
Over the years, there has been considerable biodiversity impacts recorded, including the increase in coral cover, coral species, fish food species, fish food biomass, and almost $5 million in ecosystem service benefits provided annually from spillover supply. In a 5 to 10 year period from the early 2000s, social impacts accounted for income generating opportunities from MPA research of up to $500 a month since 2013. In Votua village alone, average of $10,000 a year since 2014. While there has been considerable progress made, challenges included community and stakeholder engagement in the development of the MPA and improved coordination between MPA development, fisheries management, and other natural resource management initiatives in the marine environment.
It has come to understanding within the villages, people has learned to organize themselves and also take ownership on these activities, and also the maintenance side of it to try and sustain these activities that we have, and also having a cross-learning lessons learned from the best practices that we have across to other provinces.
As we go along, as the climate changes and development has grown in our area here, most of our reefs have been damaged mostly by people, by overfishing, by not taking care of the marine life, as we were not aware of the consequences that we are going to face when we damage all those marine habitats that have been there to help us and for us to take awareness of them. That got us really interested in having this project.
Participants on a field trip to Votua village saw firsthand the work being done and heard from the villagers themselves on managing solid waste like rubbish collection, recycling, cleanups and composting.
As you can witness while inspecting the village, you can see the cleanliness of the village. Before we had this project going on and this environmental awareness, we were just taking an environment as for granted, you know. We didn't know that what we were doing will cause us problem.
A key project for the village focused on improving water supply and wastewater management. Dual-chamber septic tanks were installed, passing black water through vertical flow wetlands and flood irrigated down a wetland garden channel with flood-tolerant plants like bird of paradise and dalo.
The coconut husks that are already wet, put them outside and put new husks in.
A separate grey water system filters wastewater through half drums filled with coconut husk and discharged through the village drainage system. The community was heavily involved in risk identification and management planning processes, maintenance and repair of wastewater systems, awareness campaigns, and construction of low-tech, easy-to-maintain solutions. The inclusion of women and youth in the design, planning and implementation of the project was also critical to the success and sustainability of outcomes.
They're important for women and youth because they are the ones who are really the force for these activities. For women, they are the ones who are unseen within a project, but they are the ones who are like, they are the machinery for the activity. And all challenges, because they are the ones who identify the threats, the issues that do happen while a project is being implemented. And also for the youth too, they are the manpower for the projects. That's how I see they are very important.
When this project was done way back in February 2007, 2010, the families came together, you know, as well as the youths, and we came to learn more things about the reefs, about the diseases that associated with the grey water and black water. We've learned so much education for us youths, and we've learned how to keep this system going, you know, in case of maintenance.
Women particularly were identified as playing a crucial role in project design and implementation, identifying risks and monitoring.
Before they improve on the water system, what we found out in the village is kids have been having a lot of skin diseases. Children and mostly children has been affected, and in 2006 to 2008 the water has been improved, and the kids, after that I continued to do the survey, and kids have been improved on their health. There were no more diseases, especially skin diseases.
Through education on hygiene, health and water quality, Votua villagers have improved their capacity to monitor and manage their village health and overall quality of living. Through the one-day field trip, they were able to share these learnings and demonstrate these benefits to the GEF ECW participants.
I think there was a lot of learning experience for us here in the field trip today. I think the wastewater treatment was one of the best work that has been done, but we've also seen marine protected areas and the wetlands and the work and economic empowerment of women through handicrafts, so that's a lot of work. But I think what we saw was the community empowerment.
And so I think what's most impressive here is the fact that we have a community which has come together using traditional values, traditional knowledge to solve a key environmental issue which they have. They've recognized what they need to do. They recognize the benefits of this particular activity, and this is why they've gone ahead and done it. I think this has been extremely impressive.
Korolevwe is heralded as a success story in community ecosystem-based management, with lessons that can be shared across small island developing states. The outcomes demonstrate that by connecting communities with each other and their environments can improve sustainable livelihoods and resilience.